Hello, my dear friends. There is a powerful message today, one that carries the weight of divine wisdom and a profound truth meant for someone listening right now. Perhaps it is you, or maybe it is someone close to you, but one thing is clear. This message is unfolding precisely at the right moment. You see, the injustices that have scarred your heart have not gone unnoticed. Every tear shed, every cry for mercy, every silent prayer uttered in the darkest of nights has been heard by the divine. Those who have caused you pain are now finding themselves in a place of deep reflection, seeking redemption from God, offering their most heartfelt prayers, and yearning for your forgiveness. This is no ordinary moment. This is a divine turning point where roles are reversed, and the unseen forces of justice and grace come into full play. So I invite you to stay with me as we delve deeper into this transformative message. Let us explore together the profound truths that are being brought to light, the healing that is unfolding, and the new paths that are being prepared for you by the divine. I encourage you to listen with an open heart, for today, God is speaking directly to your spirit, urging you to rise above past grievances and step boldly into a season of renewal and grace. Let's begin by acknowledging the pain and the wounds that have marked your journey. For so long, you might have felt isolated, ridiculed, or even betrayed. The weight of these experiences can feel overwhelming, casting long shadows over your spirit. You might have found yourself questioning, why me? Why must I endure such suffering? But, dear one, I want you to know that every trial, every tribulation, has been part of a greater divine plan. God has not turned a blind eye to your suffering. Rather, He has been walking beside you, holding you close, and preparing you for a powerful transformation. Remember those moments when you were the one pleading for God's mercy, seeking healing from your deep wounds, crying out for liberation from the isolation and mockery you endured. Those moments were not in vain. They were seeds planted in the fertile soil of your spirit, seeds that have been watered with your tears and nurtured by your faith. And now those seeds are beginning to sprout. God is revealing a profound truth, that your pain has a purpose, and your wounds are the places where His light is entering your life. Now observe the dramatic change in circumstances. Those who once inflicted pain on you are now the ones moving cautiously, hoping for your forgiveness. They are aware that the dynamics have shifted, that the power they once wielded over you has dissipated. They are now the ones pleading for mercy, seeking redemption for their actions. This is the divine reversal at work, a powerful testament to the justice and grace of God. As we witness this incredible transformation, it is important to reflect on what it means for us. This is not just about seeing others receive their comeuppance. This is about recognizing the hand of God in our lives, orchestrating events in such a way that we are given an opportunity to grow, to forgive, and to heal. Too often we become fixated on the idea of justice as a form of retribution, hoping to see those who have wronged us face the consequences of their actions. Yet, in doing so, we may miss the profound lesson that God is trying to teach us, that true justice is not merely about punishment, but about restoration and transformation. When God orchestrates these moments of reversal, He is not simply balancing the scales of fairness. He is offering a path for everyone involved to return to wholeness, to a state of grace and understanding. Consider this: every moment of hardship we endure is not just an obstacle to overcome, but a divine classroom where we are taught the deeper virtues of patience, compassion, and unconditional love. It is in these moments of suffering that we are given a choice: to harden our hearts or to open them wider, to allow the pain to embitter us or to use it as a stepping stone towards greater empathy and wisdom. When we see those who have caused us pain now in positions of vulnerability, pleading for forgiveness, it is not just their transformation we are witnessing, but also our own. We are being called to reflect on our capacity for mercy, to test the strength of our forgiveness, and to see just how far we have come on our spiritual journey. Are we able to look beyond our hurt and see them as God sees them? Flawed? Yes. but also redeemable, worthy of grace, just as we are. And what is God's will for us at this moment? It is not to seek revenge or to hold on to bitterness. No, God's will is for us to embrace forgiveness, to release the burdens of the past, and to step into the fullness of His grace. This is a time for healing, a time for renewal, and a time for transformation. God is urging us to let go of our old grievances, to forgive those who have wronged us, and to focus on our own spiritual growth and healing. God's will is always centered around our highest good, our spiritual evolution, and our journey toward wholeness. He knows that holding on to resentment, anger, or a desire for revenge only chains us to our pain and prevents us from experiencing the fullness of the life He has planned for us. When we cling to these negative emotions, we are not hurting those who have wronged us. We are hurting ourselves. We are allowing the shadows of the past to cloud the light of the present and the promise of the future. God's will is not just a call to forgive, but a profound invitation to release ourselves from the prison of our own making. When we let go of our grievances, we are not condoning the actions of others. We are choosing freedom over bondage, peace over turmoil, and love over fear. Forgiveness is an act of liberation, a declaration that we will not allow our spirits to be weighed down by the actions of others. Instead, we choose to rise above, to transcend our circumstances, and to align ourselves with the divine flow of grace and mercy. Forgiveness is a powerful spiritual tool, one that has the ability to free us from the chains of resentment and anger. When we hold on to grudges, we are not only imprisoning those who have wronged us, we are also imprisoning ourselves. We are trapping ourselves in a cycle of pain and suffering, unable to move forward and embrace the new blessings that God has in store for us. But when we choose to forgive, we are choosing to release ourselves from this cycle. We are choosing to let go of the past and to embrace the present moment with open arms. We are choosing to trust in God's plan for our lives, even when it does not make sense to us. And in doing so, we are opening ourselves up to receive His grace, His healing, and His blessings. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of those who have hurt us. It is not about forgetting what has happened or pretending that it did not affect us. Forgiveness is about acknowledging the pain, allowing ourselves to feel it, and then choosing to let it go. It is about releasing the hold that the past has on us and stepping into the freedom that God offers. Forgiveness does not mean that we must erase the memory of what happened or deny the impact it had on our lives. Rather, forgiveness invites us to face our pain with honesty and courage. It asks us to confront the truth of our experiences, to validate our feelings of hurt, anger, and betrayal, and to accept that these emotions are a natural response to being wronged. By acknowledging our pain, we honor our journey and recognize the strength it has taken to endure and overcome these hardships. However, forgiveness also involves a conscious choice, a decision to no longer let the past define our present or dictate our future. It means deciding that we will not let our hearts be hardened by bitterness, nor allow our minds to be clouded by resentment. This does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process that requires patience, self-compassion, and often repeated effort. Forgiveness is a path we walk daily, continually choosing to release the burden of what has been and to embrace the possibility of what could be. To forgive is to step into the light of God's love and grace. It is to trust that He will handle the justice, and we do not need to carry that burden ourselves. It is to believe that despite the pain we have endured, God is capable of transforming our wounds into wisdom, our suffering into strength, and our grief into growth. Forgiveness aligns us with God's heart, allowing His healing power to flow through us and renew our spirits. As you step into this new role as the forgiver, remember that you are not alone. You are following in the footsteps of those who have come before you, who have faced similar challenges and who have chosen to forgive. Think of Jesus, who even as He was being crucified, prayed for those who were causing Him pain, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Think of the countless saints and spiritual leaders who have chosen forgiveness over revenge, who have chosen love over hatred, who have chosen grace over bitterness. You are now being called to join their ranks, to become a beacon of light and hope in a world that is often dark and filled with pain. You are being called to be a vessel of God's grace, to let His love flow through you and into the lives of others. This is a high calling, a sacred calling, and it is one that requires courage, strength, and faith. But remember, you are not doing this alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, and filling you with His strength. He is the one who is giving you the grace to forgive, the strength to heal, and the courage to move forward. So trust in Him, lean on Him, and know that He is working all things together for your good. Even in moments when the weight of your burdens feels overwhelming and the path to forgiveness seems impossible, remember that God is ever present, walking beside you. You are never alone in this journey. His presence is not distant or detached. It is intimate, personal, and deeply involved in every aspect of your life. He understands the intricacies of your heart, the sorrows, the fears, and the struggles you face. He is not just a silent observer. He is an active participant in your healing journey, ready to provide comfort and guidance whenever you seek it. God is like a loving parent who holds your hand when you stumble and fall. He gently lifts you up, dusts you off, and encourages you to keep moving forward. He knows the path ahead, and even when you cannot see it clearly, He is there, lighting the way. In those quiet moments of prayer, when you pour out your heart, God is there, listening intently, whispering words of encouragement and hope. He is the still, small voice that reassures you that everything will be okay, that you are on the right path, and that He is guiding you every step of the way. When forgiveness feels difficult, when old wounds reopen and the pain resurfaces, turn to God. He is your source of strength, the wellspring from which you can draw courage and resilience. He gives you the grace to forgive, not by your own might, but through His divine power working within you. He knows the human heart is frail, and that is why He offers His strength to bolster yours, to make you capable of acts of forgiveness that seem beyond your natural ability. As we continue to explore this divine message, it is essential to understand that letting go of past grievances is not a sign of weakness, but of spiritual maturity. It takes great strength and courage to forgive those who have hurt us, to release the anger and resentment that has built up over time, and to choose love over hatred. But this is what God is calling us to do. He is calling us to rise above the pain, to transcend the hurt, and to embrace a higher path. He is calling us to be examples of His love and grace, to be beacons of hope and light in a world that is often filled with darkness and despair. And in doing so, we are not only healing ourselves, but we are also healing the world around us. So, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are there past grievances that you are still holding on to? Are there people who have hurt you that you have not yet forgiven? If so, I urge you to bring these things before God, to lay them at His feet, and to ask for His help in releasing them. Ask for His grace to forgive, His strength to heal, and His love to fill your heart. Take a deep breath and search your soul. Think of the memories that still bring a sting of pain, or the names that cause a twinge of anger. Acknowledge these feelings, for they are signposts on your journey to healing. Forgiveness does not mean dismissing your pain or pretending the hurt never happened. Instead, it involves recognizing these wounds and understanding that they are part of your story, but they do not define you. They are chapters in the book of your life, but they are not the whole story. One of the most powerful gifts that God is granting you in this season is the gift of divine clarity. He is giving you the ability to see beyond the surface, to look beyond the facade that many people project, and to discern the true nature of their hearts. This is a precious gift, one that allows you to navigate your relationships with wisdom and discernment, and to see the truth that lies beneath the surface. Many people around you may appear to have it all together. They may seem confident, successful, and in control. But often, what you see on the outside is not a true reflection of what is happening on the inside. Many people are struggling with their own fears, insecurities, and challenges, even if they do not show it. They may be trying to project an image of strength and success, but beneath the surface, they are grappling with doubts, fears, and insecurities. This is where your gift of divine clarity comes in. God is giving you the ability to see beyond the surface, to discern the truth, and to navigate your relationships with wisdom and grace. He is giving you the insight to see who is truly for you and who is not. He is giving you the discernment to know who to trust and who to keep at a distance. And in doing so, He is guiding you to protect your heart and to surround yourself with those who will support and uplift you on your spiritual journey. As we draw near to the conclusion of this message, it is important to reflect on the journey of spiritual growth that we are all on. This journey is not always easy. It is filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, and moments of both great joy and deep sorrow. But it is a journey that is worth taking, for it is a journey that leads us closer to God, closer to our true selves, and closer to the life that God has called us to live. In this current phase of your life, God is preparing to reveal the true intentions of those who might have cast shadows in your path. This is the shift that's happening around you at this moment. Perhaps you've recently felt a surge of healing from God, or you've noticed blessings appearing in your life. If so, brace yourself to understand the deeper reasons behind the hardships some people have imposed on you. But do not let these revelations cause you to dwell on past pains or to hold on to old grievances. Instead, let them be a catalyst for your growth and transformation. Let them inspire you to forgive, to heal, and to move forward with grace and strength. Let them remind you of the power of God's love and the transformative power of His grace. As you move forward on this journey, remember that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, and filling you with His strength. He is the one who is giving you the grace to forgive, the strength to heal, and the courage to move forward. So trust in Him, lean on Him, and know that He is working all things together for your good. This is your time to shine, your time to rise, your time to step into the fullness of God's grace and blessings. Do not let the past hold you back. Do not let old grievances weigh you down. Instead, embrace the future with confidence, knowing that God is with you, guiding you, and leading you every step of the way. And remember, you are not just stepping into a season of blessings, you are stepping into a season of purpose. God has a plan for your life, a purpose for your existence, and a mission for you to fulfill. So step into this season with confidence, with faith, and with a heart full of gratitude for all that God has done, is doing, and will continue to do in your life. In closing, I want to leave you with this thought. You are a beloved child of God, chosen, called, and equipped for a divine purpose. The journey you have been on has not been easy, but it has been necessary. Every step, every struggle, every victory has been part of God's plan for your life, preparing you for this moment. So embrace this season of transformation with open arms. Forgive those who have wronged you, release the burdens of the past, and step boldly into the future that God has prepared for you. Trust in His plan, lean on His strength, and know that He is with you every step of the way. Thank you for joining me today, and for being part of this incredible spiritual journey. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to share it with others, to spread the light and love of God, and to continue growing in your faith. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting and inspiring content. Stay blessed, beloved ones, and remember God's grace is always with you. Amen.